when we all grow up and throughout life, everything is out in alphabetical order. In school, they sit you that way. Everything. Why was it never Crosby, Nash, and Stills?
And that's why. Because you can't remember it is why it isn't that way. There's only one way that those three names come off the tongue smoothly, and it's Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I mean, we tried every combination, trust me.
But if it was going to be not in alphabetical order, shouldn't it be Nash first?
No, it doesn't roll. You see,
I know,
you still
I'm
have
joking
trouble,
with you.
you know? It's like, but the funny story is that we hadn't really decided what to call ourselves. We knew we were going to use our names, but the order of the names hadn't been decided. We're about 3/4 of the way through the first Crosby, Stills, and Nash record. Our friend Henry Diltz, who's a great photographer, was at the studio, and we realized that we don't have an album cover. So we decided, we tell Bill Halverson, who was our engineer, to do something else for an hour. We're going to go walking. So we, the three of us, and Gary Burden, who's Henry's partner, walked out into the street and started looking at places to take pictures. And we saw this funky old house outside the Santa Monica car wash on Palm Avenue. And there was this funky couch out front. It seemed to fit our music. It certainly seemed to fit who we were and how we were dressed. And so we sat on this couch and we had this picture taken, right? And, because it's Los Angeles, if you take your pictures overnight to Kodak, you can get them back the next morning, right? And we did that. But in the meantime, we had decided to call ourselves Crosby, Stills, and Nash. But when we got the negatives and the pictures back, we're sitting in the wrong order, right? So we decided that we would go the very next day, we'd put on exactly the same clothes, and we'd go and reshoot the picture in the right order. And the house was gone. It was just a pile of rubble in the back. It had been bulldozed that very morning. And that's why everyone thinks I wrote Guinevere. And that I'm actually fatter than I am.